Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone's off to a great start this week. And if you're not, this video is here to make it a lot better.
With that being said, we'll keep our intro short and sweet and hop straight into the student-led segments, but stay tuned for more trivia, important updates on sports, and our second giveaway. Enjoy.
Hey, your ASB Vice President Fatima Garcia here with Real Talk. For our first segment, I will be talking about the LGBTQ plus History Month. So it all started off in 1994 when Rodney Wilson believed the month should be dedicated to the celebration and teaching of the LGBTQ plus history. He gathered teachers and community leaders to help him bring his idea to life. They selected October since public schools are in session and existing traditions such as Coming Out Day, which is October 11th, occurs during this month. Gay and Lesbian History Month was endorsed by GLAAD, which is a human rights campaign, and was also endorsed by the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force, the National Education Association, and other organizations. And of course, they helped the celebration become reality and is the reason why we celebrate this month today. LGBTQ plus History Month kicked off on October 1st and will end on October 31st. Although LGBTQ plus History Month will end soon, that does not mean we have to stop educating ourselves about it. So, as a way of celebrating this month, I will be talking about the Lavender Scare of the 1950s. Okay, so interrogations of one's sexuality became a routine in federal workplaces during the 1950s and the 1960s. Questions such as, do you identify as a homosexual or have you ever had same-sex sexual relations, were nonchalantly asked as employers attempted to pinpoint LGBTQ employees. This later became known as the Lavender Scare. Joseph McCarthy was at fault for the cause of the Lavender Scare. He took the Senate his famous list of communist Americans, which gave the names of 205 federal employees, 2 of which were LGBTQ plus members. At the time, the public's perception of homosexuality shared many similarities with the public's view of communism. They believed both communist and LGBTQ members were lacking in both moral and mental strength. According to the federal government at the time, LGBTQ plus member employees began to pose a security risk. They claimed that if they were living double lives, then they weren't loyal or mentally stable enough to keep government secrets. Eventually, Senators Wary and Hill, who were supported by McCarthy, of course, interrogated the two announced LGBTQ individuals on McCarthy's list, which led to their discharge. In March 1952, the federal government announced its removal of 162 civil servants suspecting of being homosexual. A year later, on April 27, 1953, President Eisenhower signed Executive Order 10450 expanding on Truman's federal employment relations with a statement to exclude federal employees of sexual provisions. Not only were LGBTQ federal employees fired, but many others were fired for guilt of association and knowing someone who was LGBTQ+. Most federal organizations overturned their policies on LGBTQ+ discrimination. The FBI, the National Security Alliance, bans on homosexual lasted until the 1990s, and they were officially overturned by President Clinton in 1995. I hope learning about the Lavender Scare made you guys think a little, and I challenge you guys to learn more about the LGBTQ plus history and possibly educate those who surround you. Please remember to be kind to one another and try to keep an open mind. Stay safe and spread some love. I'll see you guys next time on Real Talk.
Hi, my name is Kaden Curry and I'm your ASB secretary, and I'm going to be bringing you a compilation of videos of my 8-week-old Labrador Retrievers. I hope you enjoy. Now for introductions, this is our biggest guy. His name is Colby. This is our second biggest guy and his name is Cooper. This is our third biggest guy and his name is Griffey. Fourth biggest is also a boy and his name is Shadow. This is our fifth biggest puppy and her name is Talent. This is our sixth biggest puppy and her name is Rogue. Oh, and this is our smallest baby. Her name is Lexi, and she's the smallest because the other smallest already went home. And this is Mom and Dad. This is Nurkic, and this is Meredith. Oh my gosh. And you may be able to tell that this is not a puppy, but he is featured in this video, and his name is Simba. Meredith. Come on, baby. Good girl. Oh. Lexi.
Surprised Mousy still has a tail.
Get it, guys. Get it. Get it.
Oh.
Thank you, Kaiten and Fatima. Now that we've interrupted the student-led segments, let's go ahead and begin our trivia, hosted by yours truly, Cole Byer.
Thank you, Tony. Now for everyone's favorite part, this week's trivia. The question we have is, what weighs more? A, 50 pounds of bricks, or B, 50 pounds of feathers? The answer will come at the end of our next two student-led segments. Enjoy them and stay tuned.
What's up, everybody? For this week's life hack, we are going to be making a foot hammock. Now this is pretty cool, so let's get right into it. Now, you can buy these foot hammocks on Amazon for about $20 to $25. However, you can make it for virtually free. All you're going to need is some paracord or other rope, something to cut the paracord, a pillowcase or a towel, and some pretty strong tape. Now the first step to making your foot hammock is going to be cutting your paracord. So I have cut 2 strings of paracord about 4 feet each here, and it really depends on what size of desk you have. My desk is about 4 feet from leg to leg, so that is why I have 4 feet of paracord in each, but I'll probably end up cutting some off. It's just good to have extra. So I have a corner of my pillowcase here, and I'm going to tie the corner with one of the pieces of paracord and make sure it's really, really tight. because your feet are going to be resting on this. Okay, after we have finished that side, we're going to flip it to the other side lengthwise, and we are going to tie the other corner. And again, make sure it's nice and tight, and it's okay to leave a little bit of extra paracord because you should have cut some extra. So here's what it should look like when you're done. It's a little bit scrunched up here, but we have 2 pieces of paracord hanging off our corners, and that'll lead you to the next step. Now, for the sake of time, I didn't show you guys the last step. However, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to take the tied end of your pillowcase, wrap it around your desk leg, and then tie it off at the other end of the pillowcase, making sure to tape your desk leg around the paracord so that it does not fall down. And then just repeat it on the other side and you are finished.
I'm Humberto Cobian, and here's my first recipe. Ingredients: bagels, turkey ham, cheese, eggs. Pan, heat on, olive oil or butter. First try, let's go. Now season it, some salt, some pepper, whatever you like putting on your eggs, and then whisk it. Now put that bad boy on the pan and turn on the heat. Now put your bread in the toaster that's going to blow up because it's so old. Now that that side is done, I'm going to hit that Gordon Ramsay flip. Now slap some cheese on there. Now put your ham on the cheese, gently. Now flip it, as you can see in this video. Now take the bagel out, which is hopefully not burnt. Alright, it's not burnt. Now get your egg, cheese, and ham and put it on there. Now put the top on and bone apple teeth.
Thank you, Humberto and Reed. And now on to the answer to our trivia question. What's heavier, 50 pounds of bricks or 50 pounds of feathers? The feathers, because 50 pounds of bricks is just 50 pounds of bricks. But with the weight of the feathers, you've also got to carry the weight of what you did to those poor birds.
Thank you, Cole. Man, those poor birds. With that being said, volleyball players and boys soccer players, your practices start this week, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Just a reminder to you soccer players and volleyball players, you have to keep your grades up to play the sport that you love so much. So make sure to stay on top of those missing assignments and due dates coming up. Now for our giveaway.
Easy and simple this time around. All you have to do is DM us at MHS Leadership 1 on Instagram, showing your Halloween spirit, such as your carved pumpkins, spooky costumes, and Halloween decor, for a chance to win a $25 gift card of your choice. We will be choosing our favorite one and featuring it next video.
With that being said, we hope you guys enjoyed this online assembly as much as we did making it. So enjoy the rest of your week and have an amazing Halloween. Until next time.
First try, let's go. Bone apple teeth.